Hello friends, today we will discuss about the tissue. In previous lecture we discussed about what is the definition of tissue. Tissue is a group of cells. When more than one cells they come together and forming structure, the cells which are from the same embryonic origin, which are having similar structure and similar function, this group is known as the tissue. So in first there are major four types of the tissue in the body. They are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Okay, so four types of the tissue are there. First class, that is the epithelial tissue that we discussed in previous lecture. Today we will discuss about the connective tissue. What is connective tissue? What are the different types of the connective tissue? As I told you, the tissue is the group of cells, and as in case of your epithelial tissue, we have seen that the tissue the cells are closely packed, tightly packed with the help of junctions. Different types of the cell junctions we discussed. They are with the help of cell junctions. They are tightly packed, tightly arranged. But in case of connective tissue, the connective tissue plays a very important function beneath the epithelial layer, as the epithelial tissue form the superficial layers. But connective tissue, they don't form the superficial layers. They are present deep in the body, below the epithelial tissue, beneath the epithelial tissue. The connective tissue are present. As the name itself indicates, connective, connection. They form the connection between the tissues. They connect, they bind, they protect, they support the underlying structure, the organs. They form the stroma of the organs. So they are very important type of the tissue. They also provide the protection. So depending on the different locations, tissue has a different, you can tell that the consistency. It may be fluid, it may be liquid. Why it is fluid, liquid, or why it is semi-solid or semi-fluid, or why it is gelatinous, or why it is calcified. Let us see here. So if you see the general features of connective tissue, it is an important question which repeatedly can be asked has been asked in the examination. So these general features of connective tissue, as in case of all tissues are made up of the cells. But in case of connective tissue, there are two components: cells and extracellular matrix. So connective tissue is made up of two components: cells and extracellular matrix. What are the different types of the cells which are present in the connective tissue? They are fibroblasts. These fibroblastic cells, actually the cells of connective tissue, they are derived from the mesenchymal origin. So when they develop, the developing cell, the sprouting, the cell to bud out, there is a blast, there is a suffix blast to sprout, to bud out, and they are having capability to develop. They can undergo the cell division, they can become more specialized, they can become mature. Okay, so for example, in case of your bone, they are osteoblast. In case of your cartilages, they are chondroblast. Osteoblast, chondroblast, fibroblast, है ना? जहाँ पर भी blast, this word, this suffix will come. That means that they have the capacity to divide, to develop into the mature cell. ठीक है? So the fibroblasts, they are capable of synthesizing the materials of the connective tissue. There are some components of the extracellular matrix. They synthesize the protein fibers. Fibroblast. Macrophages, macro का मतलब होता है large, macro बड़ा, micro small, macro का मतलब होता है बड़ा. Macrophages means eaters, to eat, to engulf. So macrophages are the cells which are derived from monocytes. One type of the blood cell, WBC cell, monocyte. So monocytes से derived होंगे. Macrophages, they are large eaters. They are responsible for clearing the debris in the tissue, clearing and engulfing the microorganisms. fungi, etc. There are two types of the macrophages. They will be fixed macrophages. Fixed macrophages or wandering macrophages. Fixed macrophages which are present in a specific tissue in a particular place, for example spleen, bone marrow, there they present fixed macrophages. The material, the microorganisms, cell debris, etc. they will sit there and they will be engulf it, where they keep the surroundings clear of the microbes, fungi and cell debris, etc. waste material. They are fixed macrophages. Wandering macrophages, they roam in the tissue, and when there is inflammation, infection, they go there and they engulf, they clear the surroundings, they engulf the microbe, they engulf the cell debris. Next one is the plasma cells. This plasma cell is also derived from the WBC, that is B lymphocytes. They are responsible for immune responses. The immune responses is initiated by the plasma cell. They are part of the soldiers of the immune system, immune responses. Another one is the mast cells. The mast cells secretes. They are derived from the plasma WBCs. They are present in the surrounding of the at the sides of the blood vessels. They present at the sides of the blood vessels. They secrete the histamine. This histamine is also responsible for inflammatory responses. When there is inflammation, the release of histamine. What are the signs and symptoms? That is flush, flare and wheal. There are three signs and symptoms of the inflammation. They are produced with the production of histamine. This is the chemical inflammatory mediator. Another one is the adipocytes. Some scientists tell that mast cells are also responsible for killing of the macroorganism. Adipocytes, those are the present adipo, fat, triglycerides. Those are the cells which stores the triglycerides, which stores the fats, and when there is a need of energy, they release it. So generally, those are formed into the adipose tissue, which forms the cushioning around the organs, which form the lower layer, dermis के नीचे का layer, hypodermis, subcutaneous layer, adipocyte, adipose tissues, and some WBCs. There is a presence of certain WBCs. They are not generally found everywhere in the connective tissue, but when there is inflammation, the neutrophil, eosinophil, they travel from the blood and enters at the site of infection and inflammation. So these are the cells. These are the specialized cells which are present into the connective tissue. Fibroblast, macrophages, plasma cells, mast cells, adipocytes, WBCs. Okay, so these are the cells which forms the connective tissue, which are present into the connective tissue. Then what are the other part of the connective tissue? As I told you, one part is the cells, another part is the extracellular matrix. Extracellular matrix. Okay, suppose it is a tissue. It composed of cells. Is composed of cells. The cells here we discussed, fibroblast, macrophages, mast cells, plasma cells, etc. The material, the component, the substance which is present between the cells, it is an extracellular. Cell के बाहर, it is an extracellular matrix. वो होता है extracellular matrix. What are the component of extracellular matrix? The component of extracellular matrix are protein fibers and ground substance. Protein fibers and ground substance. Three types of the protein fibers are present. One is collagen fiber. Number 2, elastic fiber. Number 3, reticular fiber. So they are formed by the cells of connective tissue. They are produced by the cells of connective tissue. Another important substance which is a part of extracellular matrix, it is the ground substance. Ground substance is a substance which is present between the cells, and suppose these are the fibers. So fibers or cells, दोनों के बीच में जो मटेरियल प्रेजेंट है उसे कहेंगे ग्राउंड सब्सटेंस। फाइबर्स और सेल्स दोनों के बीच में जो मटेरियल प्रेजेंट है उसे कहेंगे ग्राउंड सब्सटेंस। तो ये यहाँ हो गया ग्राउंड सब्सटेंस, ये हो गया सेल्स, these are the cells, ground substance, these are the fibers, these are the fibers. Together this ground substance and fibers are extracellular matrix. They are extracellular matrix. Now what is the function of extracellular matrix? What is its consistency? Extracellular matrix may be fluid, semi-fluid, gelatinous, calcified, depending on the location, depending on the type of the tissue. So if it is calcified, it is a bone. When it is a fluid, it is a blood. When it is a semi-fluid or pliable, it is a cartilage. So cartilage, it may be tough, it may be hard, but it is a pliable. So depending on the characteristic, depending on the nature of extracellular matrix, consistency of extracellular matrix, the texture, the type of the connective tissue may vary. It may be hard, it may be bone, it may be fluid, it may be liquid, it may be semi-fluid, that is cartilages. Okay, so these ground substance, what are the different types of the ground substance or content of the ground substance are present? So different ground substance which are present in the connective tissue, they are these are the component of ground substance. They are water, proteins and polysaccharides. Water, proteins and polysaccharides. The polysaccharides, they are GAGs, known as the GAGs, that is glycosome and glycans. Glycose or amino glycans. Okay? What are they? Hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, dermatan sulfate, keratin sulfate. Okay? Hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, dermatan sulfate, keratin sulfate. Those are the components of ground substance. They are components of ground substance, water, proteins, that's polysaccharides. Okay? And in addition, presence of the adhesion proteins. Presence of the adhesion proteins, for example, fibronectin, which is which plays an important role in connection, in binding of these cells, fibers, and ground substance together. So what they will do? What is the function played by the ground substance? They trap the water. They trap the water. They provide the support. They form a medium for exchange of material between the cells. Exchange of material between the cells. It is a medium of exchange of material, exchange of nutrition waste between the two cells. So these are the ground substance. This hyaluronic acid is somewhat sticky. It is sticky, slippery, and repeat like slippery jelly-like structure. Jelly-like, you can tell that jelly-like structure or jelly-like component. Jelly-like component, which is present in case of your internal of the eye, the vitreous body, then joints, joints, वहाँ present होता है आपका hyaluronic acid. This hyaluronic acid, as it is slippery and present in the connective tissue, so it plays it forms a very you can tell that limitation to travel. For example, here is the presence of hyaluronic acid. That is the component of glycosome and glycans. So hyaluronic acid, as I told you, slippery, jelly-like, sticky molecule. Now, when there is infection, microorganisms, when they invade, now the WBCs are there. WBCs, plasma cells, etc. They travel at the place of infection. As the hyaluronic acid is slippery, ground substance is slippery, sticky, jelly-like structure, so it is not possible two cells to travel from one place to another place. For example, if there is a swimming pool filled with the water and swimming pool filled with the oil. So imagine swimming in which pool is easy? In the water or in the oil? So it will be very difficult to cross the swimming pool of the, or to cross from one side to another side of the swimming pool which is filled with the oil.